At 71, music legend Chaka Khan has set the internet on fire after making some explosive revelations about her longtime friend and collaborator, the late Prince, confirming what many fans had only speculated for decades, that the Purple One had secret relationships with well-known gay singers in the industry, relationships that were kept hidden at the height of his fame due to the stigma and judgment of the times, yet played a major role in shaping both his artistry and his mystique. In a candid interview, Chaka Khan spoke with deep affection about Prince, describing him as a complex genius who lived freely but carefully, often blurring the lines between masculine and feminine expression, while forming bonds with artists who shared similar struggles in love, identity, and authenticity. She explained that Prince was fiercely protective of his private life and would often go to great lengths to shield the people he cared about, especially male singers who were not yet ready to be open about their sexuality in an unforgiving industry. But behind closed doors, he formed intimate and meaningful connections that inspired some of his most groundbreaking music. Fans have long speculated about Prince's lyrics, his fashion, and the emotional depth of songs like If I Was Your Girlfriend and When Doves Cry, and Chaka's words now add a new layer of understanding to the man behind the music, hinting that some of those songs were born out of relationships the world never knew about. She emphasized that Prince was never ashamed of who he was, but rather cautious about the climate of the 1980s and 1990s, when being openly gay in mainstream music could end careers overnight. According to Chaka, Prince's love life was not limited to what the tabloids reported, and his most profound bonds were often with artists who also carried the burden of secrecy, creating a safe space where they could express themselves without fear. Fans online are reacting in shock and admiration, praising Chaka Khan for her honesty and for giving the world a fuller picture of Prince's legacy as not only a music icon, but also a man who quietly challenged norms through love, art, and defiance of labels. While some are debating whether these revelations should have been shared, many believe it honors Prince's truth and allows future generations to appreciate him as a pioneer who embraced freedom in every sense of the word. This revelation also reignites the conversation about how many artists of Prince's era lived double lives, forced to choose between their careers and their identities, and how Prince's courage to love in secrecy ultimately made him a symbol of resistance. For Chaka, this isn't about scandal, but about love, authenticity, and finally letting the world see the parts of Prince that only those closest to him knew, making this one of the most powerful tributes to his life and legacy to date.